So in this lecture we will see the M derived filter. Constant K filter has certain limitation, such as it has a delay, there is no sharp transition from stop band to pass band or from pass band to stop band, and because of that we are using M derived filter rather than using constant K type filter. In M derived filter, a factor M is added such that the characteristic equation does not get changed. So if we see the conventional K type filter, the T network of the K type constant K type filter is like this. When we convert it into the M derived T network, the Z1 get replaced by the impedance Z1 dash and Z2 get replaced by the impedance Z2 dash. Here in the case of T network, we say that Z1 dash is equal to M into Z1, where M is the factor which is multiplied with the impedance Z1 which is there in the constant K type filter. And we find the value of this Z2 dash such that the characteristic equation of both the circuit, constant K and M derived, are equal. So in the case of constant K filter, the characteristic impedance of T network is given by under root of Z1 Z2 plus Z1 square by 4. It should be equal to the characteristic equation of the M derived filter, that is Z1 dash Z2 dash plus Z1 dash square upon 4. When we compare these two equations, when we equate it and replace Z1 dash which is equal to MZ1, when we replace it we get that Z2 dash is equal to Z2 upon M plus 1 minus M square upon 4M into Z1. That means this impedance Z2 dash which is connected in the M derived filter here in the shunt arm, it is the series combination of two impedances, because impedances get added in series. It is the series combination of two impedances Z2 upon M and 1 minus M square upon 4M into Z1. So when we see the M derived T network will look like this. The shunt arm Z2 dash is equal to series combination of two impedances Z2 upon M and 1 minus M square upon 4M into Z1. Now as the impedance can never be negative, so condition applied is this impedance MZ1 upon 2 should be greater than 0, that means M should be greater than 0, and this term 1 minus M square upon 4M should also be greater than 0, that means M is less than 1. So the range of M is defined which is lying between 0 to 1. Similarly for the pi network, for the pi section, conventional K-type filter, in the case of conventional K-type filter, this section, pi section is looks like this. Z1 is the series arm impedance and shunt arm is divided into two parts and each arm is having the impedance of 2Z2. Same is the case with the M derived, but we replace Z1 with Z1 dash and Z2 with Z2 dash. So in pi section we replace Z2 dash is equal to Z2 upon M and we find the value of Z1 dash such that the characteristic impedance of the pi network of constant K filter is equal to characteristic equation of the pi network of the M derived filter. So characteristic equation of the pi network of the constant K filter is given by under root of Z1 Z2 upon 1 plus Z1 upon 4 Z2, which is equal to characteristic impedance of this M derived filter, which is equal to under root of Z1 dash Z2 dash upon 1 plus Z1 dash square upon 4 Z2 dash. When we equate it and put the value of Z2 dash as equal to Z2 upon M, we find out the value of Z1 dash as Z1 dash is equal to MZ1 upon 4M upon 1 minus M square into Z2 upon MZ1 plus 4M upon 1 minus M square into Z2. This looks that it is a parallel this impedance Z1 dash is a parallel combination of two impedances. One is MZ1 and second is 4M upon 1 minus M square into Z2. So the shunt arm of the pi network is equal to 2Z2 upon M, because Z2 dash is equal to Z2 upon M, and the Z1 dash is replaced by the parallel combination of two impedances. One is MZ1 and second is 4M upon 1 minus M square into Z2. So in this way we obtain the T and pi network of the M derived filter. Now again condition is same. Because it is impedance, it should be positive. So first condition is MZ1 should be greater than 0. That means M should be greater than 0. When M is greater than 0, this term 2Z2 upon M will also be positive. And second condition, this for this impedance to be positive, 1 minus M square should be greater than 0. That means M should be less than 1. That means M should lie between 0 to 1. Now we will design the M derived low pass filter. In the case of low pass filter, the series impedance Z1 is equal to j omega L and Z2 is equal to 1 upon j omega C. So when we put this value in the T network of the M derived filter, which we obtain here, T network of the M derived filter, which we get earlier, this one. So Z1 is equal to j omega L and Z2 is equal to 1 upon j omega C. When we put it here, j omega L, M into j omega L upon 2, that means when we separate j omega, that means Z1, this element is an inductor whose inductance is equal to ML by 2. Similarly, after comparison, we will see that the T network of the low pass filter will have the component ML upon 2, this term which is equal to M into Z2, so M into C, 1 minus M square upon 4M into L. Here M is the factor which is equal to 1 minus Fc upon F infinity whole square. This M we can find out using resonant frequency. Now this circuit will be under resonance condition when this capacitive reactance, impedance of this capacitor is equal to impedance of this inductor. When both the impedances are equal, the circuit enters in the resonant condition. In that case, maximum attenuation will be there, and because of that we say that it is the frequency of the maximum attenuation and it is defined as F infinity. So F infinity is basically the resonant frequency where the filter enters in the resonant condition. So resonant condition will occur when Z2 upon M is equal to 1 minus M square upon 4M into Z1, as we see in the T network of the M derived filter. This T network of the M derived filter, this circuit will enter in the resonant condition when this reactance Z2 upon M is equal to reactance of this inductor 1 minus M square upon 4M into Z1. So at that time the circuit enters in the resonant condition. So when we compare it, we replace the frequency omega as omega r because it is the resonant condition. So omega r defines the resonant frequency. When we equate these impedances, we see that omega r square is equal to 4 upon 1 minus M square into LC, which is equal to omega r can be written as 2 pi f square. So 4 pi square fr square. That means resonant frequency is equal to 1 upon pi under root LC 1 minus M square, which is also known as frequency of maximum attenuation. In the constant K low pass filter, we see that the cutoff frequency is equal to 1 upon pi under root LC. So in this case also we can say that F infinity is equal to Fc upon under root of 1 minus M square. From here we get the equation M is equal to under root of 1 minus Fc upon F infinity whole square. The filter components of the low pass filter can be determined using the same concept as in the case of constant K filter. In the case of constant K filter, L is equal to K upon pi Fc and C is equal to 1 upon pi Fc into K. So it is same in the case of M derived also, only this factor M will get added. So suppose we have to design a low pass filter whose nominal impedance is given as 900 ohm and cutoff frequency of 0.9 kHz and infinite attenuation frequency is 1 kHz. So when we solve it, we see that K is equal to 900 ohm, cutoff frequency is given as 0.9 kHz and frequency of maximum attenuation is given as 1 kHz. So when we find the value of M, it comes to be 0.436, inductance value is 318.3 millihenry and capacitance value will come as 0.393 microfarad. So we form the T section. This component value will be ML by 2. We had find the value of M, we had find the value of L, and ML when divided by 2, it comes to be 69.4 millihenry. Similarly, this component is equal to M into C. We had find the value of M, we had find the value of capacitance. So it is equal to 0.171 microfarad and this inductor is equal to 147.8 millihenry. Similarly, in the case of pi section also, this inductor is equal to M into L. This capacitance is equal to 1 minus M square upon 4M into C. Capacitance value is equal to MC upon 2. In the same way, we can do the analysis of high pass filter. So in the case of M derived high pass filter, series element is the capacitor. So impedance will be equal to 1 upon j omega c and Z2 is equal to j omega L. So when we see the T network, the circuit will be mZ1 upon 2. Here I had equated it. mZ1 upon 2 means Z1 is equal to 1 upon j omega c. After separating this j omega, we see that the capacitance value is equal to 2c by m. Similarly, Z2 upon m, Z2 is the inductive impedance. So it is equal to j omega L upon m. That means inductance is equal to L upon m. Similarly, 1 minus m square upon 4m into Z1. Z1 is the capacitive impedance, which is equal to 1 upon j omega c. So it is equal to 1 upon j omega 4m upon 1 minus m square into c. That means capacitance value is equal to 4m upon 1 minus m square into c. In the same way, as in the case of low pass filter, in the case of high pass filter also, the circuit enters in the resonant condition when this inductive impedance and this capacitive impedances are equal. So when we equate these impedances, we see that resonant frequency comes to be Fr is equal to under root of 1 minus m square upon 4 pi under root Lc. As in the case of constant K filter, 1 upon 4 pi under root Lc is equal to cutoff frequency. So Fr is equal to Fc into under root of 1 minus m square. From here we can see that m is equal to under root of 1 minus f infinity upon Fc whole square. Similar is the case with the pi network. In the case of pi network of the M derived filter, this is the condition. So high pass filter, when we compare the impedances of the high pass filter, we see that the inductance value which is there in the shunt arm is equal to 2L upon M, and capacitance which is there in the series arm is equal to C upon M, and inductance is equal to 4M upon 1 minus M square into L. Now filter component values we find out as in the case of constant K filter. In the case of constant K high pass filter, inductance is equal to K upon 4 pi Fc and capacitance is equal to 1 upon 4 pi Fck. And M is equal to, in this case, M derived filter, factor M is added, M is equal to under root of 1 minus F infinity upon Fc whole square. So now let's design a filter, high pass filter, whose characteristic impedance is given, nominal impedance is given as 900 ohm and cutoff frequency is given as 2 kHz and infinite attenuation frequency is 1.8 kHz. So given condition is K is equal to 900, Fc is equal to 2 kHz and F infinity is equal to 1.8 kHz. From here we can find out the value of M. It comes to be 0.436. Similarly, capacitance is equal to 1 upon 4 pi Fck. It comes to be 0.00442 microfarad and inductance comes as 35.81 millihenry. So when we design the T section, this component is equal to 2C upon M. So we had find out the C, we had find out the M, so we can find out this capacitance value. Similarly, this inductance is equal to L upon M. We had find out the L, we had find out the M. So this element value of this inductor is equal to 82.13 millihenry. Similarly, this capacitance is equal to 4M upon 1 minus M square into C. We had find out M, we had find out C. From there, this capacitance is equal to 0.095 microfarad. Similar is the case with the pi section. This capacitance is equal to C upon M. This inductance is equal to 4M upon 1 minus M square into L. We had find out the value of this M, this inductor L, and this capacitor C. From there, the value of this capacitance comes to be 0.101 microfarad. And inductance comes to be 77.11 millihenry. Similarly, the value of this inductance is equal to 2L upon M. We had find out the value of L, we have find out the value of M. So this inductance value is equal to 54.92 millihenry. Similar is the case with this inductance. This inductance value is also equal to 54.92 Henry. Now there are certain questions on this, on these M derived filter. So 2 questions are there. You try it once. Thank you.